Welcome to episode 6 of Brothers Gotta Hug. Here we are.
Here we are. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, bro?
Doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. I feel like this is the only time we get to chat anymore.
Yeah, but that's
Although
okay.
we did chat the other night.
We did.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
That was a nice little surprise call.
Yeah, got to keep you on your toes.
You do. It doesn't take much. I'm pretty oblivious.
How's the no social media going?
I'm still on the Book of Faces, like more than I probably should be. But it's mainly for looking at marketplace items,
right.
Which
That's
we'll
right.
talk about here in a little bit.
Right.
But I have to admit I am missing Instagram. But I also realized how much of a huge waste of time it is.
Yeah.
It's great if you're bored and you don't want to watch anything on TV or whatever. There's plenty of dopamine hits you can get from 12-second videos on Instagram.
Right.
But it's clearly not good for you. So
They make the apps very addictive. They're designed that way.
yeah,
So
for sure.
I understand. I've tried in the past to take them off my phone, and then I just always end up putting it back on. So I just try to be more mindful of what I'm doing and how much I'm on it.
Yeah.
And then if I start to feel like I'm on it too much, I'll just put it down and get up or something.
That's good that you have that self-control.
Not always.
I have to remove the temptation 100%. It's like having ice cream in my house.
Oh, yeah.
I eat it.
Same. Or anything sweet, really. If I have ice cream, cookies, whatever, a dessert of any kind, I will eat it. Candy, that's the worst, around Halloween and what's the other one? Valentine's Day, Easter. There's too many holidays that have it's just a built-in excuse to have just loads of chocolate and candies.
Christmas time, especially. There's tons of chocolate around Christmas time.
Yeah. So
But I found that if we don't have sweet treats in the house, I'm all of a sudden I'll just have I'll have 3 or 4 marshmallows.
I've so done that. I do that too.
Ooh, look, chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. I was just going to say that. Ooh, a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay.
I don't know.
And if we don't have chocolate and we have marshmallows and graham crackers, Rachel will make what we call m'ores instead of s'mores. So, yeah. So there's just one.
Do you do that in the microwave?
Yeah, just pop them in the microwave. Yeah, just make a quick little more. And I just thought of that you could do? You could drizzle syrup, like Hershey's syrup, chocolate syrup on it after you put it in the microwave.
Yeah, you could.
You could. Yeah, that'd be so good.
Wow. I have to file that away for the next emergency dessert need.
Yeah.
I have.
Put it in the data bank.
Oh, yeah, I see what you did there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a bad dad joke.
Oh, no, that was...
Keep all my dad jokes in the data bank.
Good one.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to lead off here and say, let's first talk about, what did we decide?
Whatever you want.
All right, let's talk about phone Indecision 2026.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Since you're recording on a phone right now.
I'm recording on a phone.
Yeah.
First of all, can I just say that, can we go back to the days where we didn't have phones? Cell phones are great. They have their uses. We were just talking about some of the time wasting parts of it with social media apps and all this crap. But man, the days before phones were so much better and so much simpler.
They really were.
And I do feel like people are craving that, you know, like I feel like we're kind of reaching like a tipping point in some ways of like, you know, especially with AI, and now it's getting kind of like too much with, there's all the data centers that they're having to build to keep up with the demand of AI. And it's just like, I hope people are starting to realize that like this might be going too far with like what's necessary. What do we need this for? We could go back. We could go without it. It would be no problem. And I don't know if AI is actually making us better as a society. I feel like it might be like dumbing us down as humans, because we're becoming more reliant on things like, you know, the Chat GPT, the Gemini, all that. So anyway, that's my little soapbox before I jump into the actual phone indecision. I wanted to preface, like, I don't love that I have this indecision, but okay, so the backstory is I have had pretty much since the iPhone came out, I've pretty much had an iPhone. Well, when did it come out? I think it was like 2007-ish, something like that. So I think I got my first actual smartphone in like 2008, something like that, 2009 maybe. So it was like a few generations into the iPhone, but I've had a smartphone and pretty much it's always been an iPhone from the beginning. And so just within the last like 3 years or so, I started to get like this itch to like, I was just kind of tired of my iPhone. I was just bored with it. It was like the same phone every year that seemed like they put out. And I think there's a lot of people that feel this, right? Like Apple just puts it out the same thing every year.
Well, once they got to like this certain level of the technology, it's hard to like make it like so much better that you notice a huge difference, right? It's a lot of the components inside that are apparently better that you don't really notice, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, then they definitely they improve most of the improvements year over year are very like minimal, and you know, the average person wouldn't notice them if they were going to upgrade their phone from one to the next. They're really, now phones have gotten to the point where we really don't need to upgrade them for like 2, 3, 4 years. Then they probably start slowing down a little bit, but like Rachel's still on the iPhone 13 series. So, you know, we're on the 17 now. And so that's, you know, and her phone is like great. It's still, I mean, it's starting to show some signs here and there, but anyway, I digress. So I've had an iPhone like this whole time. And so a couple years ago, I started getting the itch to like see what it was like on the Android side, you know, but you get locked into this ecosystem of Apple, and like everybody in our family has an iPhone. So you get locked into iMessage, FaceTime, you know, the ability to share files easily. It's just.
Yeah. And not to mention, you know, like your own core family group in your house, everybody's on an iPhone.
Right.
You have Apple TVs on every TV. You have iPads. You have Apple Watches. You've got AirPods. Like it's like you said, it's like the whole ecosystem. It all meshes together. And so when you throw, you know, a curveball in there with an Android device, it never works out very well.
And again, by design, Apple did this, created these devices very intelligently, you know, to lock people in, because they made all their devices work so well together and everything sync. Like if you have a MacBook and AirPods and an iPhone, they seamlessly go from one to the other, depending on what you're, and like that is a thing on the Android side with Windows computers, actually, which some people might not know. If you have a set of Android earbuds, like whatever, Google Pixel Buds, which is what I have, and they will connect to my computer as well, my PC. And then when I'm on, and I use them for work. So if I'm on an Android phone, they'll go from, easily from my PC to my phone, just depending on what I'm doing. So it does exist. But again, like like you said, I'm locked into the ecosystem, not only with my family, but I have the Apple Watch, I've got Apple TVs and all that stuff. So anyway, I got the itch a couple of years ago, started like, I got a phone. Like I got sick and tired of it. I was like, I'm just getting this Android phone.
This could be the whole episode.
This could,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry if I go off on a tangent.
It's fine.
Here.
It's fine.
There's a lot to tell here. There's a So I got the Google Pixel 8 Pro, and I guess in fairness, it wasn't my first time doing this, so I should probably say that I did try to go over to a Pixel a few other times before the 8 Pro. So, but like, it wasn't like it was recently, and which I'll get to. It was like, oh, I think I tried like a Pixel 5 for like a few days, hated it, returned it, was on my iPhone then again until the Pixel 7 came out, tried that one, hated it, returned it, got back on my iPhone,
Didn't you try a Samsung phone out too once?
Yeah. Back then. I
Yeah.
think around the Pixel 5, 7,
Yeah,
whatever that was. But yeah, so I didn't have great experiences switching over from iPhone. So I had the itch a little earlier, but when it came to the 8 Pro, that's when I got it, and I was like, I actually started using it. And I think I did use it for the longest period of time that I had, but I still kept my iPhone. And so the problem that I started having was that I would get the itch to go to Android, and I would just have this Pixel 8 Pro in the drawer, and I would be like, I'm going to try it out again. Or if a new software update would come out for the Pixel, I'm like, well, maybe the problems that I had will be fixed now that they updated the software, and I would try it again. And it just round and round we go. And it's not even the software I've learned. It's what we just were talking about. It's the ecosystem lock-in that when you throw, like you said, you throw a wrench into that and it kind of just messes everything up. It's just not, it's not easy. It's not easy to switch your whole digital life over from one device to the next when you have other people, especially here in the United States, most people on the iPhone side. Just makes it a lot easier to stick with iPhone. So
I think it would probably be a lot easier for you if you didn't have so many other Apple products in your house. Like, I can think of people in my family that, in Sarah's family that, for example, her uncle, he's had an Android phone literally forever. He always gets the Samsung, whatever. I don't know what model he's on now. And his wife has an iPhone, and I think they have an iPad, but that's it. They don't have like all the other stuff.
yeah.
And so they participate in group messaging and all that stuff. And it's always all kerfluffled because there's the one Android person that's in there. But people do that kind of stuff all the time. But I think it's because you're so ingrained and surrounded by all the Apple stuff. It's just makes it tough to,
It does. Yeah. You're 100% right. Like, if I didn't have as many Apple things, like, and I don't have, like, I will say I don't have like a new MacBook or anything, like a computer yet. But like, and my iPads are old, so I don't even use those. But what I use is my iPhone, my AirPods, my Apple Watch, and then we have Apple TV, the Apple TV. So like, the example of the lock-in is the AirPods will just connect, will ask you to connect right to the Apple TV. If they sense that they're in your ear and you come in to the room and you're not listening to something on your iPhone, it'll say, do you want to connect your AirPods to the TV? That is awesome.
It is awesome.
It is awesome. Like, I can't believe the world that we're living in, that we could do this kind of stuff, because like, it just, and I think I get like so caught up in all of the options that are outside of Apple and it gets a little appealing. And so I want to keep trying it out. I keep trying it out. And then I get mad because it doesn't work as well. Like at the end of the day, I'm all for change. I'm a big proponent of like, keep things fresh, keep things moving, try things out. Don't be afraid to try it. But like at the end of the day, when it comes to this, the iPhone just keeps drawing me back in because it's just better. I hate to say that. And I guess I'm on record now saying it.
You
but
totally are. Yes.
It is better. It's better. Like everything's better. Like I'm recording this right now on an iPhone and it's just easy to hook up my equipment to my iPhone, and I'm even just using the front facing camera, which is still pretty decent quality.
It's still filming in 4K, which is just pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That tiny little camera on the front of your phone can actually film in 4K. That's wild.
Yeah. So phone indecision really was, as of late.
Yeah.
I went back and forth at least 4 times within like a week.
Oh my God. It was really bad this time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know there were times before where it would be like every few months you'd switch back over to your Pixel for like a week, get the fits of it, and then switch back over to the iPhone.
Yeah. It was a first world problems.
It
was a rough patch this week.
It totally is first world problems.
I mean, like, which smartphone do I want to hook up today?
Right.
You got to be kidding me. I hate myself just like saying that. You got to be kidding me. Gosh. So
that's all right. That's all right.
So, yeah. But again, back to the iPhone, and it's just like, I do feel now that I have to just get rid of the Pixel and just get it out of my orbit and just ignore all the noise that's around me, because I also, one of the other things, I'm a tech enthusiast, I guess you would say. So I watch a lot of like YouTube influencer tech channels, and they're always talking about the differences between the different phones. And so I think that that's obviously something to do with me coming back in. I'm like, I'm going to try it. I have one. I have a Pixel. Oh, it's great.
Like I said before, bro, like just pay the extra $25 a month and just have another line, like then you can have the best of both worlds 24/7.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because like then I have to have another phone number, and then that's kind of weird. Like who has that phone number? No one's going to use it.
It just depends. I could just have you and my contacts under 2 phone numbers. Like you can do that in your contacts, you can use more than 1 phone number. So
that would seem wasteful to me, like even more, because then I'm paying a monthly fee for the line, and then
But it solves a problem in the end. I mean, and if you pay for, if you cancel like 2 streaming services, then it's paid for.
Yeah, but again,
I worry that we're going to end back up in this boat again, and it's by no fault of your own because, like you said, you're really into technology and you just kind of get bored with the iPhone, which is completely understandable. I'm bored with the iPhone, but I refuse to switch because it works and it works well. And so I don't have the same level of obsession with technology that you do. And there's nothing wrong with that because I have a whole other level of obsession that's way more expensive than phones. And so, and I go through my own indecision 24/7 about it because it involves spending large sums of money that I can't really afford to spend. So,
but you can finance that obsession, which I don't want to give it away, but
but you can finance phones.
Certainly.
I mean, you do finance phones nowadays.
You do.
Like just like any other technology. Like talk about getting a new MacBook. Well, they'll give that to you for 0% for 12 months. You can pay $150 a month for a year, and it's paid for.
Right.
So, with my obsession is cars, and so I don't even know how many cars I've had since I've turned 16. I've lost count because I've had so many, and fun cars too, not just a daily driver type car. I've had I've owned 3 different Trans Ams since I've been 18 years old. I've owned at least 4 Harleys, 4 different Harley Davidson motorcycles, and then at least 2 other motorcycles on top of that. I've owned 3 other motorcycles that I've had on top of that. So, and I'm shopping right now. I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's all I look at. You know, you're talking about being on Facebook too much. It's because I'm on Marketplace and I'm looking at cars. Like my latest obsession are Corvettes. Like I've been looking at Corvettes because I'm approaching 50, and apparently
I was going to say that's
every
a midlife
50-year-old
crisis
white male
car.
has to own a Corvette.
That's a midlife crisis move right there.
I'm gonna get my jean shorts. I'm gonna get my white New Balance sneakers with socks up my calves. I'm gonna tuck in my polo shirt, and I'm gonna get my phone clip out and mount that phone on my hip.
Yeah,
and I got to get my hat, my Corvette hat.
Yeah. And maybe even a jacket, a Corvette jacket.
Oh, yeah, for when it's a little chilly out, when you have the top down.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know. I've been looking at Corvettes a lot.
That's crazy. I mean, like, I could never even fathom doing that. Like, I could do it with phones all day long, but like a car, I don't know. Like I just could never get like, we already have 2 cars, and sometimes I'm like, man, maybe we could get by with just one.
I know we have 3 cars right now, and we don't need 3 cars. There's only 2 drivers in this house, and I'm stuck with that third vehicle until
you're gonna have
the
a
end
driver.
of 2027. Well, I am gonna have a driver probably by the fall.
Yeah,
but, still, I mean, it's not necessary. 2 cars would be plenty for having a 16-year-old in the house,
Right.
Like, she does not need her own car, but she's going to have a car for her use when the time comes. But yeah, Corvettes, that's what I've been looking at constantly for like the last 3 weeks.
Do you ever have like a moment though where you're like, I don't need that?
Yes, every day.
Then why do you keep
every single day?
You keep going back.
I don't know. I just I love fast cars, and I want something. The car that I sold last year, I made a good profit on it, and so I've been sitting on that money, and it's kind of burning a hole in my pocket. Even though I should be like paying bills off with that money, I haven't. I put it in a savings account, just tucked away.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh yeah, Corvette. I don't know.
Don't do that, bro.
Well, I probably won't, but because that's the thing. Like every time I I find one that I like, that I wouldn't mind going to look at, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. And then I just put it out of my head.
Yeah.
Then the next day I start over.
Yeah.
It's similar, but
it is
similar.
It's
just mine is a larger scale.
Now let's try to let's dig deeper here. Why do we do this? What are we trying to?
Is something missing?
Right. There's some kind of void. I think it's.
Yeah.
It's just I think what it is also, for me anyway, is like I think I said this: too many options to like kind of like entice you. You know what I mean? Like you're like, because like if I'm a tech guy, you're a car guy. Like there's all these options out there, and you're like, oh well, what's it? I wonder what it's like to drive that car. I wonder what it's like to use that phone. Like that's cool. Oh, that phone can do all these different things. Wow, that's pretty neat. Like I don't think Apple can do that or iPhone can do that. But at the end of the day, like you said, from a phone perspective, it just works.
Yeah.
And from a car perspective, it's like, well, I have what I need. I don't need to do that.
Yeah. I have more than what I need. Now are the cars that I have right now exciting? Are they cool? Not really, but I don't know. I've had a cool car in my garage for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm coming. It's about a year since I've had my last Trans Am, and so I'm I'm
You got
feeling
the itch.
I'm feeling that itch.
Yeah.
And it's getting into that time of year where you
Oh
start
yeah.
seeing classic cars all over the place.
Yeah.
And there's lots of car shows happening, and
Right.
I'm like, oh man, I need something.
Yeah. Need is a very particular word.
Yeah, I mean, what I should be doing is, putting a fence in my yard and building a deck, and
Right.
using the money for things that will benefit my whole family
Right.
instead of just me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're thinking all the right things, bro. You just gotta now just put it into practice.
Oh, doesn't adulting just suck?
You just have to. Yeah. I mean, like, would a car be fun? Of course, it'd be fun, but like, I don't know. Like, so would like a nice deck on your house, if that's what you want, or like, so would a nice privacy fence, or whatever you want. What I mean, those
Well,
things that.
and Natalie would love to have a pool, like
Right.
not like a in-ground pool, but like a nice above-ground pool. And
Yeah.
you can't do that unless you have a fence around
Right.
your yard because it's, dangerous.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So
I mean, and also, I mean, there's the school of thought of is you're sitting on a chunk of money. Like, there are lots of things you could do with it. You could invest it. You could put it away for just have a rainy day fund, like as you do now. You could have it as college fund, wedding fund. Like, all these different things are going to happen in our lives where we're going to have expenses that you're going
such
to
a
need
buzzkill.
money. No, I'm just a realist.
No, you're 100% right about all of those things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
I think you know the answer.
Well, I do. Of course I do.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want to accept it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have fun with a toy vehicle of some kind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find something cheap. Who knows? I can't stop looking. Like, it's just, it's impossible for me. I'm just constantly looking.
I think if I got another car, I've always wanted a truck.
Yeah.
And I think I'd get like an old classic truck.
They're pretty hard to come by.
Yeah.
Speaking from somebody who literally
Yeah.
spends a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace looking at classic vehicles.
Yeah.
You can find them, but they're usually like needing a lot of work.
Yeah.
So to find something that is turnkey, hop in it and go, you're going to pay big bucks for it.
Yeah. I don't even care. I don't know if I would care about that. Like turnkey, like even if it was kind of like a, in moderate condition, I don't know anything about cars, but like just something that would be like cool to like drive to the store every once in a while, like just like an old truck that's got like the
Kind of like what your neighbor has or whatever.
yeah, but even his is pretty new.
Right.
His is like a
14?
14. Yeah, so I'm talking like
70s,
probably like
80s.
70s probably. Like an old 70s Chevy would be pretty sweet,
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at those too, because I'm like, okay, maybe I can get, because then I have the utility aspect of having a truck again. And I've leased and owned a number of trucks over the years. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, right. You think about all
crap.
the changes. See, now my phone thing isn't so hard to live with, right? Like, you call me absurd all the time, but like,
Oh, I'm definitely absurd with my vehicle obsession. I will admit to that. I will.
okay,
Yeah.
you just remember that next
Okay.
time. Well, there's
I
not going to
will.
be a next time, so yeah.
Sure.
Till
Don't forget to Venmo me, by the way.
pretty sure Android 17 is coming out soon. Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, I bet
soon.
you will.
I'm
I
right
bet
on
you
that.
will. Uh-huh.
Yep.
You left that part of the story out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The other
you
night,
did.
you were so convinced. You were so convinced that you were gonna you're gonna get rid of all your Apple stuff and you're gonna go all in. And then the next day, I get a random text that just says, "I'll Venmo you." But you were so convinced that I bet you $50 that you wouldn't last 6 months.
Right. Right. I was
You lasted
convinced.
one day.
I knew when I made that bet, I was like, that was stupid. That was dumb. Because I wasn't even, I was like lying to myself just to prove a point to you. And then I knew it was going to backfire on me. I'm like, what an idiot.
Oh, well, I mean, I've done some really stupid stuff with vehicles. You know, like I leased here's a really, this is my worst fail with a vehicle. I leased a brand new Ram 1500 pickup. It was beautiful. It was like this dark red color. Do you remember that truck?
I do. Yeah.
And I was like, this is going to be the truck that I'm going to keep. Right.
Yeah.
And so I leased it, and I was in car sales for a while. I would never, when you lease a vehicle, I would never suggest putting money down. If you can afford the monthly payment over putting money down, it's in your best interest to do it that way, because all leases have gap insurance included with them. And gap insurance means that if you wreck the vehicle and it's a total loss, the gap insurance will cover the difference between what the insurance company pays out and what you owe for your lease balance, right? But when you put money down on a lease and you wreck your vehicle, well, guess what? You don't get that money back that you put down on the lease. You don't get that back.
Right.
Still the gap insurance still applies, but minus the X amount of dollars that you put down. So anyway, I decided to lease this truck. It was 2021, so it was a pandemic. The inventory of new vehicles was really low. I had to search for the truck. I had to drive about an hour to get it. But it had every option that I wanted. Like, it was perfect. The color wasn't my first choice, but I really liked the color anyway. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep this truck. So I paid, I put $6,000 down on the truck, first of all, which it's a big no-no for leases.
Yeah.
Then I spent $1,000, or maybe it was like $1,500 on, I had bed liner put in the truck bed. I had bed lighting installed in the nice LED lights inside the bed. So when you open up the door, everything lights up. I had side steps put on the truck. Then I bought fender well liners and put them in myself. And I had a hitch installed on. I mean, I personalized it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I kept that truck 6 months, maybe 6 months. And then I got the brilliant idea that I could sell it to CarMax and make money on the deal.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember
Which
this.
I did. I did because, again, the car market was completely upside down at that time because there was such a shortage of vehicles.
Yeah.
So I made $2,500 or something like that. But
was that in addition to all the money you put into it for all these parts? Okay. So you went into the positive. So that's,
I did.
That's good.
I did. However, I instantly regretted it because I didn't have this beautiful truck anymore.
Right.
And the payment was reasonable because I put all that money down.
Right.
So I was like, oh my God, why did I do that? But I was just like, oh, I don't need it. I don't need this payment. I was trying to be responsible,
So what did you do? What did you get in the place of it?
I drove Sarah's old car, that Mazda. For a while.
The 5.
Yeah, until
that died, right?
Well, it didn't die. It started rusting.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It started rusting pretty bad, so we sold that. Do you ever seen those commercials? We buy any car.
Yeah.
I sold it to that.
Okay.
And got like $2,000 for it or something like that.
Yeah.
And then what did I get after that? Oh. This could be a whole other episode. So I'll cut this short, but I got another vehicle. It was another Toyota RAV4. It was black. Do you remember that car?
I do. Yeah. Yeah, you had
like a year.
I remember, yeah, because you had your DJ business, like you didn't have it wrapped, but like you had something put on the side.
No, that was the first RAV4 that I had.
Oh.
That was like back in 2014. This one was like a 2019. It was.
I do remember that car though, with the black rims and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
This will be perfect. Super reliable vehicle. I paid top dollar for it too, because again, the car market was all screwed up. So I paid like the same price you could pay for it being new.
Yeah.
And this car was 3 years old and had very low mileage. It had like 12,000 miles or 15,000 miles on it or something like that. So it was super low mileage, but
right.
I only kept that for like a year, not even a year. And I sold that to Vroom or one of those other apps, you know.
Yeah.
And ended up buying that Buick that I had. Yeah. Yeah,
right.
That's gone too. That's been gone for a year. Yeah. It's just it's never ending saga for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just, I definitely have the same obsession that you do. It's just a lot more expensive of an obsession. And right now I'm in that phase where there's nothing going on.
But if you're making money, then you're fine. Like as long as you don't go into the red, you're good. And you can do this kind of things.
And I have done well with that for the most part over the years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to say that I'm still okay in that regard, but it's just the constant, like, well, what am I going to do now?
Right.
So,
and there's so many other things that we could be doing. Like, how about we exercise or something? Like let's do that instead of looking on Facebook Marketplace.
Right. How about I take a walk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good goals to have.
Right, for sure. All right, well, we'll leave the other topics.
Next time.
For next time. But I do have a cassette that I wanted to show for this week.
Yes.
So for this week, it is a little bit different. It's a movie soundtrack instead of a just an artist.
Oh, cool.
But I think you'll like it. Check this out. All right.
Oh, yes, La Bamba.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Love that soundtrack, too. Mm-hmm. It's a great soundtrack. So anybody that doesn't know what that's about, it's about the day the music died, right? It's about the big crash, that plane crash that happened with the Big Bopper.
It's the Richie Valens story.
So Richie Valens is a real person.
Yeah, played by Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, he did a great job in that. Yeah.
I was trying to look at the year.
So it was Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper. Who else was on that plane that crashed? There's somebody else.
Well, Richie Valens.
Not Rich. Richie Valens. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I forget.
So I think it was there might have been one other person, but yeah, tragic story. But and that song by Don McLean, "The Day the Music Died," right? Is about that.
Is about that. Yeah. So the soundtrack came out in 1987, so I'm guessing that the movie was right around that same time frame, 86, 87.
Yep.
So, and
awesome.
La Bamba was performed by Los Lobos.
Oh. I feel like I've definitely heard of that, or it's familiar from that, but otherwise I've heard of them.
Yeah.
It was good.
Cool though. The tape is one of the clear ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved those.
It's fancy.
Yeah. Do you still have a tape deck?
Yeah.
Tape player?
Yeah, I still have this old Kenwood deck that was Dad's in his studio.
Maybe in future episodes, if it's not through that, maybe we can get a new, like just a little tape player, and you could actually play a little clip from each tape.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I should see if I can get my hands like on a little boom box or something.
Yeah. There you go. Facebook. Cool. Change your Facebook Marketplace search.
I'll just
search
add
for
to it.
Boom boxes.
I might even have one. I'll have to dig around.
Yeah. I'm sure you do.
I don't know. Oh my God, I just had a flashback. Huge flashback. We don't have time for this. Sorry. It was back to when I was like 11 years old. I remember the first boombox I had. It was like a Sound Design brand, and it was I think it was from Ames. And
nice.
It was like neon colors were on it, like teal and pink were big on it because it was like 1987 or 1988.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
That'll be another episode.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up.
All right. Well, we survived. We made it through. We're at 41 minutes now. So pretty good.
Thanks if you made it this far. Thank you.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
For sure. I'm sure you'll be sitting on pins and needles waiting for the next episode to come out.
Yep. Watch out, Kelsey brothers. The Clark brothers are coming for.
That's right.
For all your listeners.
That's right. All right. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Till next time.